William is reportedly formulating a plan to finally strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their HRH titles. Riley Sullivan is a lifestyle reporter here at skynews.com.au, and he's always across the latest celebrity headlines. Riley, great to see you.
Great to be here.
Prince William, he's reportedly furious after it emerged that Meghan Markle is still using her HRH title despite agreeing to drop the title when the Sussexes left royal duties. How is Will planning to deal with this?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I think Meghan Markle has been very brazen recently with the use of the HRH. Now, royal fans will know in 2020, during the negotiations for Harry and Meghan to leave royal duties, it was agreed with Queen Elizabeth that they will not use the HRH title. That is a long-standing precedent, and there's good reason for it. Basically, the HRH is only given to working royals and senior members of the royal family because it denotes a level of I guess, respect in the public, and also it's not a financial thing. Working royals do not profit. They do not use their names to make money. It's an honour to have an HRH.
Absolutely.
So the fact that she's continued to use this HRH when they've been instructed not to, I think is absolutely infuriating in Buckingham Palace. And there was a very interesting source inside, close to the Prince of Wales, who spoke to the Daily Beast. He said that William is furious, unsurprisingly, and he's also already formulating plans to deal with this when he becomes monarch. I think that he feels that King Charles, God bless him, is in poor health at the moment, has other priorities, and I think that Will feels that this has just gotten out of hand, and we need to take a tougher line basically in the family against Harry and Meghan. So I think the understanding is that when he becomes monarch, they will be formally stripped of the HRH.
If you want the inside track on every twist, turn, and family feud happening inside the palace walls, you absolutely need to hit that subscribe button and click the notifications bell icon right now. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next at UK Informate. Now, let's get into this absolute bombshell. Imagine waking up one morning to discover your older brother, who just happens to be the future King of England, is quietly building a case to strip you of your royal title, your status, and essentially every connection you have to the family you were born into. Sounds like something out of a particularly vicious episode of Succession, doesn't it? Except this is not fiction. This is reportedly Prince William's actual plan for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And according to insiders, he has encountered shockingly little resistance in his efforts to make it happen. Royal author Tom Bower has dropped an absolutely explosive claim. Harry is genuinely terrified that when King Charles passes away and William ascends to the throne, he will find himself completely banished from Britain, persona non grata, a man without a royal country. That is not just losing a title, that is being erased from the institution entirely. And apparently, William is not stopping with Harry and Meghan. He has got a whole list of royals in his sights, and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are simply the headline act in what could be the most dramatic royal restructuring in modern history. So how did we get here? Well, let us rewind slightly. Harry's alarm bells reportedly started ringing when his scandal-plagued uncle, Prince Andrew, announced he was relinquishing his Duke of York title. Now, Andrew did not wake up one morning feeling suddenly humble and civic-minded. According to insiders, an ailing King Charles had to actively encourage this move after damning emails revealed that Randy Andy had maintained both friendship and financial ties with the late pedophile Jeffrey Epstein long after publicly swearing he had severed all contact. Awkward does not even begin to cover it. Here is where things get properly interesting. Despite surrendering the Duke of York title, Andrew remains a prince because English law currently protects that designation. It is a legal technicality, basically a loophole, and royal sources say William is absolutely determined to abolish this protection once he becomes king. Andrew's situation has essentially become William's test case for a much broader royal title purge, and Harry and Meghan are reportedly next on the chopping block. Now, you might be thinking this sounds rather harsh. After all, Harry was born into this family. He did not exactly apply for the job. But here is the thing. William apparently has zero tolerance for scandals that tarnish the monarchy's reputation. And let us be honest, Harry and Meghan have not exactly been sending the palace Christmas cards filled with warm, fuzzy feelings. Multiple tell-all interviews, a Netflix documentary series, Harry's memoir airing every grievance imaginable, and Meghan's hints about experiencing racism within the family have left William reportedly viewing his younger brother as a liability rather than an asset. Royal expert Hilary Fordwich puts it bluntly, William does not trust his brother anymore. He does not want anything to do with him. The relationship has deteriorated so completely that when Harry recently had a brief meeting with their father, William was notably absent, and his team was apparently not even informed it was happening. That is not just estrangement. That is a full-blown family freeze-out. So what exactly is William's plan? According to palace courtiers, he intends to ensure that Andrew's royal status and holdings are eradicated as one of his first acts as king, with Harry and Meghan immediately following. The mechanism he would reportedly use is called a letters patent, essentially an executive royal order that Parliament would need to ratify. This would strip His Royal Highness and Her Royal Highness designation from all non-working royals, fundamentally reshaping who gets to call themselves royal and who becomes, well, just another wealthy person with a famous last name. The stakes here are absolutely enormous. If William succeeds, Harry would effectively become an outcast with no official status or compelling reason to return to England. His children with Meghan, Archie and Lilibet, would also reportedly lose their princely titles. Andrew's daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, are apparently on the list as well. This is not minor tinkering around the edges. This is William taking a chainsaw to the royal family tree and deciding who stays and who goes. Palace insiders say William is particularly irritated that Meghan reportedly continues using Her Royal Highness title despite being ordered not to by the late Queen Elizabeth. Nothing says, "I am done playing games," quite like openly defying your grandmother's explicit instructions, does it? From William's perspective, this is just further evidence that Harry and Meghan cannot be trusted to respect the institution or its boundaries. Now, here is where William's strategy gets rather clever. He is reportedly quietly building parliamentary support for these moves, and apparently, he is finding remarkably little resistance. Members of Parliament are reportedly queuing up to agree that Andrew is a liability to the crown, and many seem equally comfortable with the idea of stripping Harry and Meghan of their titles. William is not charging in like a bull in a china shop. He is methodically building consensus, ensuring that when he does pull the trigger, he has got the political backing to make it stick. Royal sources suggest William believes Harry only wants to reconcile now because his and Meghan's Hollywood ventures have spectacularly tanked. Their Spotify deal collapsed. Their Netflix projects have received mixed reviews at best, and their grand vision of becoming global humanitarian superstars has not quite materialized as planned. From William's perspective, Harry only comes crawling back when he needs something, which does not exactly inspire brotherly warmth. William himself has hinted at his willingness to shake things up. During an appearance on Eugene Levy's Apple TV program, The Reluctant Traveler, he candidly admitted he would do things differently than his predecessors and that he does not fear change. That statement now feels rather prophetic, does it not? This is not a future king planning gentle tweaks to royal protocol. This is someone preparing to fundamentally restructure what it means to be royal in modern Britain. One palace courtier summed it up perfectly. Fear is now running rampant throughout the royal family amongst those who see their status potentially coming to an end. Imagine being a minor royal who has spent your entire life with certain privileges and protections, only to realize the next king views you as expendable. That is not just uncomfortable, that is existentially terrifying. Whether William actually follows through remains to be seen. But the message is unmistakably clear. The monarchy under King William will look dramatically different from what we have known. Scandals will not be tolerated. Loyalty will be rewarded. And those who publicly trash the institution whilst simultaneously clinging to its privileges, well, they might find themselves on the outside looking in, wondering how it all went so spectacularly wrong. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, keep it royal.